It was the winter of 871 AD. The Kingdom of Wessex stood as the last great barrier against the Viking invaders who had swept across England. The Danes had taken Northumbria, Mercia, and East Anglia. Now they turned their hungry eyes to Wessex. The great heathen army was led by fearsome commanders, Bagsec and Halfdan. They had already forced King Ethelred of Wessex into battle at Reading, where the Saxons suffered a defeat. But the fight was far from over. 4 days later, on January 8th, 871, the two armies faced each other at a place remembered as Ashdown. The Danes took the high ground, forming their army into two great divisions. One was commanded by King Bagsec and his earls, the other by Halfdan and his brothers. The Saxons mirrored this, splitting their forces into two divisions of their own, one led by King Ethelred, the other by his younger brother, Alfred, who would later earn the title the Great. But as battle loomed, King Ethelred delayed. He was hearing mass in his tent and refused to rise until prayers were finished. That left Alfred in a desperate position. With the Vikings readying to strike, he had no choice but to act. Alfred gathered his men and launched a bold attack against the Viking shield wall. The fighting was brutal. Shields splintered, spears shattered, and warriors fell on both sides. When Ethelred finally emerged from his prayers, he joined the fray, rallying his division against Bagsec's men. The clash raged across the downs, but then the tide turned. King Bagsec was slain, along with 5 of his earls. The Vikings broke. What had seemed like certain victory for the invaders turned to disaster. The Saxons had won. The Battle of Ashdown was a rare triumph for Wessex in those dark years. Though the Danes would strike again, and Wessex would face more defeats, the victory at Ashdown proved that Alfred and his people could resist. It was a glimpse of the resilience that would one day save England. Out of the blood and chaos of Ashdown, a leader was forged. Alfred, the young prince, had shown courage and resolve, qualities that would, in time, make him Alfred the Great.